plug the stuff. Oh. There we go. I just heard my brother's phone. Get that notification. Hell yeah. He doesn't got the Pokeboomers channel muted. Okay. You guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, of course, as soon as I hit that, I had to cough. Hello. Yeah, I will say, Zed literally is down, in fact, down with the sickness today.
I am. I'm going to be coughing a lot, probably.
Perfect. We look forward to it. Welcome, one and all, to episode 4 of the Pokeboomers. Baby's first gambling addiction. I don't know. All the names can't be winners is what I thought of at the top of my head, but it tied into. It tied into. I think we all did a little gambling this week, so.
Yeah, just a little.
Just a little.
Tad, just a tiny bit.
Yeah. Some more than others, but we're back from our break. We took last week off. We had ourselves a very merry little Christmas or whatever holiday we chose to celebrate.
Mm-hmm.
And then we kind of spread the gameplay out over the course of 2 weeks instead. And I kind of hated it. Not gonna lie, I was ready to get back to it. Like by the time we got started, I don't know what you
did
get.
Feel a little weird, but kind of a necessary evil with the holidays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think we can jump right into, if I'm looking at my notes right, we can jump right into everybody's week of the Nuzlocke. I don't think we have anything to announce really, besides After Dark after this. So yeah, Zed, if you want to go ahead and take it away, big point leader, big first to finish the week.
Get the ball rolling. So I got a Voltorb right before I went into Rock Tunnel, and I taught him Flash. Because I decided to be a Flash user.
Boo, boo.
Yep. I was really glad I did. Because using Flash, I was able to see a Onyx across the cave, and I ran straight towards him and caught him.
Wow.
Yep. And I named him Pale Snake, and he was my proud little rock boy. And we went through Rock Tunnel together, and we were holding hands, and we were all happy.
Time out. What hand of Onyxes were you exactly holding? Because I'm looking at a sprite here, and
hey,
Hugh, we can't talk about it.
All right,
stop overanalyzing. We were holding hands.
Okay, fine. You're holding hands. The picture's in my head again. Okay.
And we get outside of the Rock Tunnel, and he learned Rage, and I was like, "Oh, good. I'll replace Tackle because it's probably a little bit better than Tackle, I guess." And I ran into a trainer who used a Cubone, and I clicked on Rage, and it turns out Rage locks you into that move. And that Cubone started like doing a lot more damage to me than I was doing to him. I was like, oh shit, I try to switch out, and I can't switch out because I was locked in. And I just had to like slowly watch my new Onyx die. It wasn't even like a devastating hit. It took like 6 hits to kill this Onyx.
It's a beefy boy.
Yeah, I remember being in chat for that, and I was like, this Onyx is going to live. It's going to be a survivor.
No, he didn't. He ate the dirt.
Yeah, because you were talking about giving him like the rock slide TM too, and I was like, let's not do that. Not this week at least. Like, but yeah.
Yeah, that would have been pretty cool. Too bad he never saw it. So yeah, I lost the Onyx, so I am at 2 losses now. Which I think puts me in the lead for losses as well.
I believe it does.
Yeah. You've experienced the greatest misfortune, and yet you still have the greatest number of points.
Yeah.
It's almost like he didn't lose to his rival week 1. I don't know who would do that.
That's possible? I don't...
Let's see. Then I went to Celadon City on the way, I duped out in one spot, and I caught Vulpix in the next spot, so I was pretty happy with the Vulpix. A lot more careful with that one than I was with the Onyx. But that one's sitting on the bench for now. Let's see. In Celadon, I picked up the Eevee there. That was what my encounter was for there, and I immediately evolved it into Jolteon. It is named Bzzz. I think Hugh named that.
I did name that. I did suggest that. See, I need to not suggest names anymore because now I have two tragedies on both my co-host teams.
So have fun like pronouncing that during the gameplay.
It's kind of fun to say.
And I mean, the rest of it was just kind of cut and dry. I went through the game corner, I went through Pokemon Tower, and I went through the gym pretty easily. B-Drill definitely knocked down the gym in like 3 hits. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, like I watched that unfold and I was like, wow, there was like actually less thinking than I'd even thought possible. Just hit Twin Needle with B-Drill.
Yeah. And as for the gambling, I got some coins, and I went to I actually looked it up because everyone kept talking about this lucky machine or whatever. So
oh my gosh, he's living up to the boomer name with the way he's talking about lucky mode right now.
I went to it and I did the Google instructions, and I lost all my money. So yeah, I gave up on gambling.
Because you didn't believe Zed.
You took the high road. You don't have to check into Gamblers Anonymous with me and Vimbert. Mostly Vimbert.
I think I might go back later and just like buy all the coins I need to.
You got the payday hacks, so it's possible. Big payday gains.
I do got payday. All right, that's it for me.
Okay. How'd the rival fight go in Pokemon Tower?
I don't even remember it. So
it was
I guess.
Yeah, I will say it was that. Yeah. All right. So similarly to Zed, I started out by going through the rock tunnel. I'd cleared out all the trainers going up to the rock tunnel last week because I needed to get my Nidoqueen, who is on the bench, ironically, last week. But I did not use Flash because if 8-year-old Matt can get through the rock tunnel without Flash, then 31-year-old Matt can get through the rock tunnel without Flash. So I went through it without Flash, and I was training my boy, these hands, the Mankey, training him up. I was like, oh, Mankey's fine. Like, he's squishy, yeah, but he one-shots Geodudes with low kicks, and there's a lot of Geodudes in the rock tunnel. And we were fighting one of the hikers, and he missed his low kick, and I was like, well, that's not great. And then the Geodude self-destructed and killed these hands, the Mankey. So, didn't even get to become a primate. Taken far too soon from this world. Him and Pale Snake approached the Allfather with a drone and a Baron Bird on his shoulders and joined the afterlife. But after that loss, yeah, we went into the tower and we beat our rival. I'm honestly, I can't remember it either. I was hoping you remember it, so maybe it would like refresh something in my mind. Because the rivals, I don't think the yellow rivals, aside from the first battle, obviously, I don't think he's scary until
4.
No, he potentially Silph-Co. If I do that this week or next week, we'll see. He gets kind of his Eevee finally evolves and his team starts to fill out. Kind of, he still had an Eevee this week, so. On the way to Celadon City, we went through Route 8 and we caught BK the Kadabra. What? That was a good catch. We used him quite a bit there week 2. Unfortunately, he didn't make the cut for PvP, but Celadon. We went to Celadon, then we got our Eevee. We got named it Zapword the Eevee. For my host, we got Vimbert and we got Zapword. He went to the bench because in yellow, Jolteon doesn't learn Thunder Shock by level up, as opposed to what he does in red and blue. And I didn't want to use the Thunderbolt TM for him, so I'm not totally ruling out using a Jolteon, but He gets Thunder at like 52, I want to say, maybe 52. So yeah, it's a long time. Yeah, it's like it's a long. And he only has like quick attack right now. If I didn't teach him Thunderbolt, and I was like, yeah, I think I'm good on the Jolteon front right now. But I don't know, electric fighting and fire. I'm seeing the Gen 1 cracks for those typings. There's a lot of like oof, these guys like. You need a lot to make them work, and it's just not there at this point of the game. Oh no, I did the tower. I did my rival battle in the tower after Celadon. Whoops, jumped around. Route set. Okay, so we went back and we did a rival battle, beat him. Then we went back to Route 7 where it was all dupes. There was literally not a chance for me to catch a Pokemon, which was the first time that's happened. And my playthrough. I know what happened to you. Did it happen to you guys on the route west of, or the route east of Cerulean, right? It was all dupes for you guys.
Yeah. I had it happen somewhere at it.
I think that was the route. Yeah. So that was a bummer, but it's okay. And then I think we ended the night, my first night of playing. We went to the Pokemon Tower. We were still in the Pokemon Tower. We went back and we caught Ghastly. We named him Rasputin. Named after our Ghastly in my first playthrough of Pokemon Red on the channel. He didn't kill himself he didn't one-shot KO himself with confusion. So
that was probably one of the most amazing things.
Oh my god, that was I'm still in shock to this. So a little context for those that watch. My first Nuzlocke for the channel. First Nuzlocke I've ever did. I streamed it. And I got a Ghastly and I was so psyched to use him. And I was leveling him up, and he leveled to 25, but we still had one more. I think I had another Ghastly to fight or whatever. The other Ghastly used Confuse Ray, and my Ghastly one-hit KO'd himself from full 100%.
Full health.
Just fucking dropped himself, killed him dead. And then insult to injury, after the battle was over, it evolved into a Haunter. So they can still evolve. Yeah. So they can still evolve when they're fated, but that was like the insult to injury that he's like, not only am I dead, but hey, I'm also a Haunter now.
Which actually brought it back to life too, because it had like one hit point.
Yeah, I think so. But
I was even like, oh man, you should just keep using it. It's back from the dead.
it would have been. I don't know.
It's a ghost.
It is a ghost
type.
It's ghost squared at that point.
Yeah.
So then we did a gambling stream on, I think it was the 23rd. I went in there and I did a little bit of grinding beforehand. But then I spent most of the night and we donated $50 to Direct Relief, and then we donated $50 to Semper Fi Fund. I was gonna like match donations to get a Hyper Beam TM, but then it like was taking 4 hours and I still didn't have a Hyper Beam TM, so I'm like, fuck it, I just 50 a piece and call her good. So that was fun, a lot of good turnout on that.
Good for you.
Yep, and then my then I put the big brain hat on after that stream. I was like, technically, this can be done. And I used my knowledge of Gen 1 and was like, okay, we beat Giovanni. We get the Silph Scope. We go through the Pokemon Tower. Experience was tight this week. I think we can all agree that experience was like hella tight this week. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to go through the Pokemon Tower. I'm going to skip as many trainers as possible. Make a note to come back to them and fight them later. Then I'm going to get the Pokeflute. So I got the Pokeflute, and I doubled back over to Route 16, and I was like, okay, there's an encounter I want on Route 12, so I can't do that Snorlax there, so I need to get my Snorlax here. So I pulled out Rasputin, the Ghastly, and I battled Snorlax, and it was like a 30-minute fight. It was horrible. Like, Snorlax couldn't hit Rasputin because of Ghost, and Snorlax only knows Headbutt. But it took 15 Great Balls with him like below 50% health, like asleep. And then finally I was like, he like woke up and he was still at 50% health. I'm like, you know what? What if I just fucking throw a Great Ball at him? And I threw a Great Ball at him and it caught him, of course. The 15th one where he wasn't even asleep.
Yeah.
We named him Popo after the Anohama character. After Menma. Menma needs a buddy, my Charmeleon. So with the Snorlax now on dupes, I went back to Route 12 and fought that Snorlax. skipping as many trainers as possible. I just beat that Snorlax because it was a dupes. All right, so I'm in dupes 1 for Route 12. And then I went down and attained the Super Rod. So then I was like, okay, now we have all these encounters that we can go get now that we have a Super Rod. So I went to Vermilion City, and I got False Dragon the Horsey. I went to Viridian City and got Polyswag, the Poliwag. Then I went to Route 17, and what I should have did was got a Doduo in the grass. Route 17 is the bike trail. But I was like, ooh, I could get a Shelder here. So I tried to fish for the Shelder, and I got a Tentacool, which was unfortunate because not only did I not get a Shelder, but I might have got rid of my...
Duped out every single
route. I just duped out of the ocean routes, and it's not as bad as it is in Gen 3, but I don't know if I get another shot at Doduo, which is the big Sag, but... So then I got to Fuchsia, then... Oh, he might be on Route 18. I'd have to look it up, but... I did my Safari Zone encounters, and we batted 50%. So in Area 1, we got Nidoran Boy, named him Albert, after the great King of England, Albert. Maybe also Fat Albert, but we don't know. We'll see after PvP tonight what he's named after. But let's see. And then, okay, we ran into a Kangaskhan in Area 2, but it ran away, so I failed that one. Then Area 3, we got a Cubone. No, Area 2, we got a Cubone. We caught the Cubone. Area 3 was the Kangaskhan that we ran into, and it ran away. And then Area 4 was Tangela, and it ran away. So...
Man, you couldn't catch a Kangaskhan? They're so easy.
Yeah, I know, right? What an asshole. And then I fished in Fuchsia City after that, and I got my least favorite Gen 1 Pokemon, Goldeen, named it Trash Fish. Oh, I named my Cubone Thanatos. And then after that, I went to the route south of Fuchsia, which is Route 19, and I surfed up Trade Evos, the Staryu. Then we had a big training montage, and then I overthought Erica a whole bunch and decided, let's just bring Fearow back out of the bank and just use Fearow and win safely. Because I was like, well, I want to use other stuff in PvP, but I could either take the disadvantage of using my Fearow, or I could take the disadvantage of going in potentially down a couple Pokemon. So I took the safe route and just used Fearow and swept Erica. But yeah, I had a busy week, so...
Yeah, for sure.
There was a lot of stuff I skipped, and there was a few close calls, but I don't know. I'm hoping it'll be worth it tonight. But that's all. Yeah, but that's all I got. Vimbert, it is now your turn to talk.
Yeah, so I have been kind of going slower than these guys in terms of like aggressively pushing ahead. So I started a little further back. So I began by going out to Route 11, catching a Drowsy, who I named Golden Eyes, which is a Wheel of Time reference that is probably ahead of the show.
It is. I can confirm it is in fact ahead of the show.
Okay, so I will say no more about what inspires that. Went into Diglett's cave, and of course encountered a Diglett, which I named Hewlett, who will be locked in the sea forever.
Oh.
Never using that piece of trash.
I didn't know you got a Diglett named Hewlett. What the hell?
Yeah, I was kind of wondering if you got a Diglett too. I never saw it.
Yeah.
Why would I use it?
I'm gonna make you eat those words here in like 2 weeks.
Do it. And then on Route 10, I encountered a Voltorb, which I was very grateful for because I have a horrible sense of direction, as anyone who's watched me play about anything can attest. So it's like, okay, thank God. Something other than my Kadabra that I can use Flash on. And then I KO'd the Voltorb before I could catch it.
Womp womp.
So I blundered completely blind through Rock Tunnel, which was an experience. I'm sure I missed a ton of stuff along the way, but I did manage to grab a Machop named Pork Chop, and managed to get through without Flash. Went on to Route 7, caught a Growlithe who I named Hobbs, and then arriving in Celadon, I gambled like a fiend, mostly off-stream. I am literally a compulsive gambler, and I went from the ones that you just pick up for free around the game corner to a little over 6,000 coins. You know, just casually.
Just casual.
You want to play my game for a little while?
No, I never want to do the game corner again. But I couldn't stop.
It gets better though in Gen 2. We've already established
Yes.
in your chat.
So
we
much
were talking about it. I was like, I'd be down for just getting rid of the game corner, but you brought the valid point that card flip is a thing in Gen 2.
Yes, thank God. Because that's what I was thinking of. Like, oh yeah, card flip, just like in Gen 2. No, it's just slots because everything is horrible.
Whoops, all suffering. Yeah.
Yep. Coming off that gambling bonanza, I picked up a Hyper Beam TM, and I also gave Team Rocket a ton of money to buy more coins, and also picked up a Dratini, choosing to abandon that Eevee, which I named Rhea, which is, I'm sure, going to be a delight for everyone to pronounce, and I refuse to apologize. Went on to Route 16, caught Pokeboomer, the Doduo, and grabbed that Fly HM. Then, after kind of some business and some prep, I cleared out the Rocket hideout without any major issues aside from my usual complete lack of a sense of direction and getting lost multiple times. Did some off-screen grinding to get Goldeneyes the Drowsy up to snuff, and then basically just had him run over the Pokemon Tower, or 90% of it, because it's all poison types and he knew Confusion. Pretty much GG.
Yeah.
I also caught a Ghastly who I named Chemtrails along the way.
It's a good name for Ghastly.
What?
I said that's a good name for Ghastly. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Yeah,
but...
I thought so. Didn't manage to get the Poké Flute, though. At that point, I went back to fight Erica, and I attempted a little bit of a maneuver.
Yeah.
To deliberately exploit the rules.
Mm-hmm.
Because if a Pokemon levels up past the level cap in the gym fight, it's allowed. And Dratini evolves at level 30, one above our level cap of 29, but I got 144 experience short of greatness. But still managed to win without any issues, despite my switching out shenanigans. Despite a scary crit on Borb, managed to get through it without any deaths on my team. And I have literally no notes about the rival fight, so I think I just steamrolled him. I legitimately forgot there was a rival fight this week.
Which I think you had the scariest rival this week, because I think he has a Gyarados for you, because you have your starter was Squirtle, so he has Bulbasaur.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm pretty sure he has a Gyarados, which is interesting that it was even memorable. But
I think mine had a Gyarados.
Yours would too. The only one that wouldn't have a Gyarados is if the Wartortle rival. So
Interesting. Didn't know it varied like that.
yeah.
But yeah, a lot of stuff this week, but
Yeah, I remember.
was too much of a problem.
I remember watching your Erica fight, and I saw that crit like at the very end. I was like, "Oh!" I was like,
Yeah.
It dropped Borb down to like 5 HP, didn't it? Like a Pell Dance.
Something like
10. A Pell
It
Dance
was
crit.
like- It was like, I taught Hyper Beam to you. You're not allowed to die.
Yeah. Hey, I got.
Oh yeah, I remember watching that too.
Yeah, I would say I got a Hyper Beam TM, but I couldn't commit to it. I couldn't commit to sit in my bag. I'm sure that'll come to haunt me.
Because
EV.
didn't it use like Thrash or something?
Pedal Dance is what the Vileplume used. That
Oh,
okay.
yeah, that's right.
which is it's Grass Thrash, isn't it? Grass Thrash.
Yeah.
Basically,
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, managed to get lucky and avoid that particular deadly fate, and that was my week.
So was there any encounters that you guys were really jacked about? Besides, I saw his Vimbert load up his Dratini. I think that was playing the big long con. But was it just mainly the Onyx for you, Zed?
The Vulpix is going to be seen later on. I'm going to get it up a few levels before I evolve it.
Yeah, but I
was pretty excited to pick up a Drowsy. I don't think it's a particularly difficult catch, but I have him benched for now. He's not on my team because I used Psychic on Kadabra because, of course, I did.
Yeah.
But Goldeneyes will be coming back out at some point.
I think Vulpix. I'm gonna go ahead and say that Vulpix might be the best fire Pokemon in Gen 1 in our situation, like in how we're playing this. Like it gets the confused rate, gets flamethrower early enough, like, and it really benefits from how special works in Gen 1. Yeah, I didn't even really think about it until like Zed caught his, and I was like, oh yeah, Vulpix. And I was like, oh god, Vulpix! like looking at its moveset and everything, and I was like, oh
Yeah.
no, I'll be interested to see the Vulpix come out.
Yeah, I think I get flamethrower this week.
Yeah, this next week is the big jump. It's like
This is
29 to 43. We're gonna start seeing a lot of stage 3 evolutions. Gonna see a lot of like your big moves. Embers are gonna go away instead of flamethrowers. Yada yada yada. Like
We'll have to actually remember that fire types exist instead of just being like,
eh. No, this next week will be a big jump, but we'll get to that later. But the next section, I guess I can lead off. We're gonna honor our fallen. These hands, Mankey. I had hopes for you. I was actually looking forward to using a primate. Like, he's made of paper, but he hit really hard, and he had the crit streak with the karate chops in the grass. We'll never forget you.
25 times in a row.
Yeah, exactly. I think the Pokegods saw fit just to remove him from this world. They gave him 2 good weeks in PvP, and then they're like, nope, I'm sorry, you can't have any more. And self-destruct's a bitch.
The Valkyries came down.
Yeah.
Picked him up.
The Valkyries used Flash that came into the rock tunnel and grabbed him.
Definitely. I'm so afraid of self-destruct now after seeing that happen. And just all my PTSD from Gen 2 memories.
On the plus side, though, that's one thing Gen 1 has over the other ones, that people don't learn self-destruct really early. Because Gen 3... coughing, level 18, I'm like, oh, it's just level 18 coughing. Explodes, kills a Pokemon. I'm like that's not how that's supposed to work. And I'm like, oh, yep. As of Gen 3, they learn it really early, but...
Game Freak, why did you do this?
Oh, but Zed, your Onyx, Pale Snake.
Pale Snake. I was excited at first because I was like, oh, cool, an Onyx, like rare encounter. That's so crazy. But I was like, I don't know if I'll actually use an Onyx because I don't know how strong it really is. But then I started using it and I was really happy. And I was starting to think, right when I was starting to think, I think I'll take this all the way. There he goes. And I'm not good at keeping Pokemon for very long, I guess. All my losses only like made it through one tunnel. And
that's true, yeah. I was gonna say Baron Burb was one and done too.
So
Still, it's only 2 Pokemon lost so far.
Yeah.
And doing alright when you consider the big picture.
I was say, and me and you have each lost one. You lost Drone, and then obviously I lost these hands. All right, but let's move right along to our follow-alongs. If you're following along with us at home, playing your own little Nuzlocke adventure, feel free to send us a little message. Still plenty of time to catch up if you want to. Mm-hmm. Send a message to me on Discord. That Discord is right here in the chat on... Oh my gosh, I missed... Have you ever just put your hand down one key over on your keyboard and then typed? And it's like, nope, that is not any of those words. There's a Discord. If you join that, send me a message.
Our first update comes from the original 6, who I caught a Geodude in the rock tunnel, got myself a Vulpix just before Cerulean and a Ghastly in the Pokemon Tower. Then I proceeded to catch every water type possible except for Staryu and Seal with my remaining encounters, along with Doduo and Venonat. Dratini and Nidorino came from the Safari Zone. During the gym battle, Erica's Victreebel was a huge dick and slept 3 of my Pokemon and brought Bass, Man, and Hypno down to 3 HP each. Luckily, Stuart was able to carry the team to victory with 10 HP, avoiding getting catched. Stuart! 6's absolutely unstoppable Raticate, who has just been the breakout hit of Pokeboomers After Dark. Nothing but respect for that Pokemon.
Stuart's the mascot of Pokeboomers After Dark. So
absolutely.
Also, can I just say, catching Dratini in the Safari Zone?
Yeah,
in a
that's
Nuzlocke?
a flex.
I thought catching your Abras was crazy. I
that's
remember as a kid trying to catch Dratini and like going in over and over and or fishing and whatever and throwing pokeballs and like no.
I'm pretty sure my entire Pokemon career I've caught 3 Pokeball, 4 now with Cubone. I'm pretty sure I've caught 3 Pokemon in the entire Safari Zone. I've caught an Execute, and I've caught an Nidoran boy and girl, and now a Cubone. Courtesy of this, I guess I've just never had the patience to go in there and try to get like your big ticket items like Tauros, Kangaskhan, Scyther, Pinsir, Dratini. Yeah. But yeah, no, that's a huge catch.
Next up is Inceptions. He says Erica was pretty simple. He caught a Zubat in Rock Tunnel, picked up the Eevee, which he turned into a Jolteon, and he beat Erica with his Kadabra mostly. My team is literally that Shiba meme with the tame Shiba, and the next to is going to be the Chad Shiba.
Yeah,
I respect that.
Yeah, so they're playing ahead a little bit. So they've gone a little further down the line. They don't have the patience that we do. So yeah, big things coming from Inception. Maybe we'll see in After Dark. All right, that just leaves me and old Jbob. I began my adventure by going east of Cerulean City. I caught a Magnemite and named it Shaka. In the Rock Tunnel, I caught a Machop and named it Supbro. During a small train session, Supbro, the Machop, and Smut the Drowsy died. That's a good name for Drowsy. I was whirlwinded away from 2 encounters. Got to Celadon. Oof. Ran up to the top of the Pokemon, bought a water, and ran to the guards to enter Saffron. Grabbed Psychic. Debated doing the gym fight, decided not to. I think he's referring to the fighting dojo. Completed the game corner, ran back to Lavender, caught a Ghastly, completed the tower, got the Pokeflute, ran back to Celadon, evolved Spoopy the Ghastly into Haunter, and used Spoopy and Slagathor the Pidgeotto to beat Erica. Not to be confused with Slagathor the
Bulbasaur.
The Bulbasaur.
Yeah.
That was
interesting how we got 2.
Jbob handling that week in stride, man. I've been tilted. I've been like two encounter like Machop, whatever, no trade Evo, so but Drowsy I think would be a big loss. Oof.
I like the name Spoopy.
Yeah, Spoopy.
Though I liked Vembert's Ghastly name too.
Yeah, Chemtrails is a good Ghastly name because poison. Yeah.
You got bird drones and chemtrails. He's got all the conspiracy names.
I like to talk about conspiracies, but just like the fun conspiracies that don't actually get people harmed in real life.
We at Pokeboomers, we like to keep things light, but sometimes we gotta talk serious, and conspiracy theories are very serious, folks.
I just basically slowly lose my mind when I'm grinding on stream, and I get a little wild.
Oh, all right. Our point totals going into PvP this week. We got Big Zed in the lead with 200. I am in second place with 190, and then Vimbert bringing up the rear, but not that far behind with the big 160.
I'll get there.
I believe. Our first match, because your boy went 0-2 this week, means it's you guys get to fight first this week. So if you guys want to get that going on in the showdown, and let me know. We'll get ready to fight.
Challenge sent? Oh, no. It says not found.
May need to relaunch my Showdown as it's showing.
We're good at this.
I even had it all up and ready.
I did 2. Apparently it... okay. It logged me out because I guess I was in there for too long or something.
Yeah, that's
sorry, technical difficulties. You should have one. That was it.
Oh.
All right, we're in.
All right,
wait. All right. Okay, we got the music going. In the blue corner, we have Zedward leading with that scary Mr. Hyde, the Hypno. Vimbert answering back in the red corner with Kobe. You know him, you love him, the Kadabra. Gentlemen, let's go to war.
It's wartime.
Kobe using Psychic to start the battle off, doing 18% damage. The Hypnosis from Mr. Hyde missing the mark. Kobe using Thunder Wave, get that para down. Hypnosis once again misses the mark.
Oh my gosh.
Kobe used Disable, then he said no more. He says no more Hypnosis. Full para. The big Disable flex. Kobe using Psychic once again. Another full paralyzed. Disable has ended though. Kobe used Disable. Disable missed. Holy, 3 paras in a row.
Amazing.
This is terrible.
Another miss from the Hypnosis.
Oh my gosh. Hypno, what are you doing?
Psychic, chunking him slowly but surely. There it is. The sleep has landed. Kobe finally put to sleep.
Come on, bro.
Our opponents stare each other down in this match. Kobe's fast asleep. Hey, Mr. Hyde's fully paralyzed. Kobe wakes up. Here comes the headbutt. 31% damage. Kobe uses Psychic, bringing him down to 5%, but the Hypnosis, he goes for it. The last-ditch effort, lands it.
I'm so upset at my Hypno.
Oh, I'm scrolling. Sorry. There we go. Out goes Kobe, and comes Rhea, the Dratini. Hypno with that headbutt coming in. Switch sides. There's a Thunderbolt bringing Mr. Hyde down. Vimbert up 1 Pokemon. Now, as Zed ponders his options, who he's going to send in against the literal child-sized monster that is Rhea. Norrigan, the Raticate, coming out. The staple in Zed's lineup.
This might be Norrigan's last week.
Well, after those 2 flinches last week, he can go out with full honors.
Yep.
Here comes Nap and Fap, the Vileplume. Weird yellow sprite. Norrigan misses the Hyper Fang.
This is the worst battle of my life.
With this RNG blessing, I maybe have a chance.
Nap and Fap lands that Sleep Powder in response to Norrigan's Hyper Fang, doing 34% of its health. Here comes It's a Bat, the Golbat. Mega Drain resisted, only doing 4% damage. That quad resistance. That flying poison typing. Nap and Fap disappears. Here comes Rhea coming in on a Confuse Ray, though, from Izabat, the Golbat. Who, my sources can confirm. 1 second. Yep. Is it bat? Yep, he is in fact a bat, folks. There's Bite. Critical hit, 58%. The Confusion still gets that Thunderbolt off, taking Izabat down to 54% HP. Here comes Leech Life, doing 10%, getting a little bit, 3% HP back, taking Rhea, the dragon, down. Our opponents are at 1-1. 1 death apiece. Izabat surveys the field. Here comes Revia, the Nido Queen.
What crazy moves does that thing have again? I don't remember.
Something tells me you're about to find out.
Yeah.
There's the Confuse Ray. Revia became confused. Revia's confused, but it doesn't care because there's a critical hit. Rock Slide.
There it is.
Metallica coming out. A Nidoqueen. The Queen's Gambit, folks. I don't know if that's actually how Queen's Gambit work. I don't know shit about chess, so. Oh, here comes. He's dummy thick. Solid Snake. Metal Gear. The staple. Maybe the mascot of Vimbert's team. I don't know. I'm here to say it might be a signature Pokemon.
He's really been performing.
There's Glare. It fails on the Norrigan. Good prediction, maybe. Or we'll call it a prediction. Norrigan's still asleep. Here comes the Body Slam from Solid Snake, taking Norrigan down to 73% HP. Norrigan's still snoozing. Here's another Body Slam, taking him down to 47% HP. Low rolled the damage that time. Norrigan's still asleep. There's another Body Slam.
Yes, everything's going according to plan.
Here's the Wrap, a critical hit too, on top. Norrigan's fast asleep. The Wrap continues enough to bring Norrigan down. Zed, 3 Pokemon left. Mimbert's 5. Here comes Signfield, the Beedrill.
So sad.
There's Glare. Getting the paralyzed. Solid Snake being faster than Seinfeld. The Seinfeld fully parried. Holy! There's a bite. Twin Needle. 1, 2. Bringing another 13% HP. Seinfeld still plenty scary while parried. Here's a bite. Oh, and the flinch!
Just dirty, man.
Here's another
Dirty
bite.
match.
The full parrot. Holy. Here's the body slam. Enough to bring Seinfeld down. Solid Snake at 13% HP. Here comes bzzzt, the Jolteon. There's a quick attack. Enough to put Solid Snake down.
Oh, quick attack move. Big respect.
Here's Revia back out again into bzzzt, the Jolteon. Bzzzt, goes back. Here comes Metallica, the Nidoqueen. No para on the body slam, though. Metallica sitting at 8% health. Here's a Bubble Beam. Super effective, 37% damage. Revia's speed falls. Revia says, here's a Bubble Beam right back at you. 30% of his health in damage. Bringing Metallica down to 50%. Revia sitting at 63%. That one stage of speed drop. Here's Bubble Beam, super effective. Drops the speed again. Super effective this time on the return of Bubble Beam. 19% for Metallica. The two are having a bubble war, folks. There is a bubble war occurring. That's bubble was the last bubble, though. Metallica brings down Revia.
At least I can depend on you, Metallica.
Here comes Borb. Oh no, the weapon of mass destruction. There it is! The Hyper Beam. Gen 1 Hyper Beam means that it can go again without recharging.
Sometimes it's about sending a message.
The Drone Strike. The one-hit KO with the Thunderbolt.
Oof.
Bzzzt, taking down Borb. Here comes Vileplume, the Nap and Fap. There's a Sand Attack. Ooh, the Forbidden Sand Attack tech. It's not enough to make that Sleep Powder not hit. Still interesting game. Okay, we have both sleeping foes out. Here's Kobe. We haven't seen since the start of the match. Bzzzt, still asleep. Kobe's still asleep. Now we're nap time, folks. Everybody, here's your juice boxes in your audience. Pass out the juice boxes. Here's some snacks for when you wake up. Yep, we're still taking naps. Yep.
This is intense.
Oh.
Welcome to intermission.
Bzzzt, woke up.
Kobe!
Kobe, you gotta wake up. Thunderbolt, 40% of Kobe's health. Thunderbolt crit, enough to bring Kobe down. It is 1-1, folks.
Oh,
Nap and Fap versus bzzzt, the Jolteon. Here's the Sand Attack, dropping the accuracy. Sleep Powder goes off. Nap and Fap uses Mega Drain, 17%. Not a huge amount of damage, but not an insignificant amount of damage. And when you get recovery back on it, here we go, another Mega Drain, bringing bzzzt, down to 64% HP. Bzzzt, still sleep. Mega Drain whiffs, goes wide. That Sand Attack paying dividends here. Twice! Has the RNG begun to swing? Bzzzt, still sleep. Here's another Mega Drain, taking Jolteon down to the orange, the yellow, excuse me. Just a little colorblind. 47% HP. Bzzzt, wakes up. Mega Drain goes again. Bzzzt, at 30% HP. Nap and Fat full HP after all the Mega Draining. No para. Another Sand Attack.
Stop hitting me.
Mega Drain misses. Another Sand Attack. Mega Drain hits. And Vimbert takes down Zedward in our first match of the night.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
That was cruel. That was hard.
That-
That was rough.
That was a lot of full paras and a couple flinches there. If you want to go,
Gods of gambling have bestowed their blessings upon me.
it's because you paid so many coins to the game corner, man. They're like, here you go.
It's true. It's true.
Alright, is it loser passes?
Yep. So it would be me.
I sent the challenge, Hugh.
I hit the challenge and it brought me to the old one. To your guys's. Okay. Yep, we're in.
Okay, there we go.
All right. Here we go. Hugh starting with Starmie, and Vim starting with Kobe the Kadabra. A Thunder Wave from both sides right off the bat, trying to take each other down to paralyzed. Worked out well for Vimbert last time. Hugh using Thunderbolt, Vimbert using Psychic. Neither one taking a ton of damage. And since it's not me playing, no one's been stricken by the paralysis.
Not that you're bitter.
Vim switches into Dratini to take that resisted Thunderbolt, but a critical hit, so it still did 50% of damage. And he responds with his own Thunderbolt. Hugh uses Thunder Wave, paralyzing another member of Vim's team. And the nasty recover. That's going to be a dirty, dirty move this game.
I hate everything.
And there's a Psychic taking down the rest of Rhea's health. What do you call it when Rhea dies?
Oh.
Diarrhea.
Oh my god.
There it is.
Vimbert sets back out Kobe, the Dabra, and Hugh switches to Sandman, the Hypno, who uses Seismic Toss. Another Thunder Wave. Now Sandman is paralyzed. Both sides cannot move. Both sides cannot move.
What if we just don't play the game?
Yeah.
You know, it's a bold strategy.
There it is, Seismic Toss taking down the Kadabra. Vim is 2 Pokemon down. Hugh has 2 paralyzed Pokemon.
That's not great. That's really not great.
Orb still has a nasty peck on him. Chipping away.
Fuck
Sandman
around.
Can't move at all, paralyzed. Vimbert showing off his skills against paralyzed opponents.
Do you need to talk about it, Ted?
No, I'm fine. Ooh, another critical hit. Sandman looking pretty bad. Oh, but he used rest. Interesting. Got back all his health and got rid of that paralysis. Borb gonna continue chipping away. And just says, fuck it, I'll use Hyper Beam. You're in range. Don't bother me none. I'm a drone. I got no feelings.
No feelings, no mercy.
Yamato coming in. What is Hugh thinking? What is he gonna use against this hyper beaming bird?
The satellite kill drone.
Ooh, a powerful surf that he picked up from the Safari Zone. I think that means you're the only one to surf this week. I forgot about that. That's a good move.
Metal Gear.
Vimbert taking out Solid Snake, Arbok. Lost 50% of health, but we got off the paralysis with Glare. Solid Snake gonna be able to finish him off.
No.
Ooh, using the nasty wrap.
Oh. Well, wee wow.
Vimbert says, I will just take you down slowly if I have to. Hugh switches to Shogun, the Weeping Bout, to save Yamato from an embarrassing defeat. And then also switches to Avis, doing a bunch of switching around. And switches again.
Are you gonna miss a wrap, or is that just not?
Yeah, I think he's waiting for that miss there.
I'm too RNG blessed.
Yeah.
Too blessed, never stressed. Interesting.
Oh, and there's a body slam. Did he predict that? I don't know, but going for the bigger moves now.
Alas, I don't have Hyper Beam on mine.
Switch.
I mean, that's probably the better decision in the long term, let's be real.
Solid Snake continues to wrap his opponents up as a snake would. Pulling off a glare right before getting taken down with cut. What is Vimberg gonna send out next? It's Revia. Is Revia gonna do as good as it did last week? Let's find out.
Seems like it.
Wow. It just might, folks. That's one down. Revia, the Nido Queen, versus Albert, the Nido King. This is the fated battle in the court.
Oh god, surf!
Oh, but
No!
Albert's got the nasty surf. How is Revia gonna respond? It's got rest. It can take it back, but
If I low roll the damage.
is she gonna wake up in time to make a difference? Oh, but Vimbert sends out Nap and Fap. Absorb that surf. Albert's got that speed drop. Ah, but Hugh switches. And there's the sleep powder. Nap and Fap's nasty moves. Put him into a nap, and then do the fap.
Oh no.
There's the acid. With a defense drop, too. Oh, back to Nido King. Maybe a slight prediction there, because he did not use the acid again. Ooh, a double edge with a little bit of recoil. Things are not looking up for Vim right now.
So, what's the mischance on surf?
99.1. Good game,
Understand.
friend.
And there we go. Finished
Excellent
off.
match, sir.
Good game, good game.
Quite the quite the sight.
That fucking Hyper Beam on Furo. It's like, poor Shogun didn't stand a chance. He just looked at me with his big dumb eyes. He was like, "You want me to do what?" I'm like, "Come on." Drone's like, "Bird." I just picture the dirt.
It's like, will we get to play with the rabbits?
Oh.
Sent my challenge to you, Hugh.
Okay. Oh, there we go. Accept. We are in.
All right.
Okay.
Looks like we got trade evos for Hugh versus Mr. Hyde on Zed. Gents, let's fight it out. Thunderwave coming out right away.
Oh, where? Okay.
Rolling those status ailments right away. One might be just a little bit better than the other thanks to that Gen 1 jank. And, two swapped out. Sandman. Bzzzt. The sand attack. Helped that hypnosis miss. Zed coming over to the sand attack side. Oh, Signfields. And another. Double swap. Albert and Signfield. Very dynamic battle. Just trying to pin down those good matches. Swap to Avis, who takes that Twin Needle like a champ thanks to resistance. Another swap to Metallica, who takes a crit peck for about a quarter of her health. Exactly. Swap to Hypno, Metallica don't
Fucker.
care. She's still gonna body slam and paralyze. Paralysis, something of the theme of the week with the Pokeboomers. Body slam going out, Sandman taking it like a champ, but he gets that confusion off, hitting Metallica pretty hard. Do you go for the kill or do you try and swap? There's a body slam, bringing Sandman down to crit health, and a rest.
I forgot about the damn rest.
Didn't we all? Seinfeld comes out, maybe looking to take advantage of that sleeping Sandman. But Hugh swaps out to Avis, who once again absorbs that crit Twin Needle for just 22% of its HP. Avis performing quite well as a shield, as Metallica gets crit with a Swift and goes down. And of course we got Bzzzt. That one electric Pokemon out of all our teams coming out. As Hugh swaps to Albert, who takes sand to the face. Bzzzt, making good use of its pocket sand. Wait, where would the pocket be on Joel? Let's not talk about that. Swap out to Mr. Hyde as Double Edge whiffs. Sand attack paying dividends. But Mr. Hyde is paralyzed. Trade Evos comes in. Still sleeping, but but gets crit confused by confusion. Headbutt going out. Little chip damage. Trade Evos is awake. Mr. Hyde's paralyzed, but Trade Evos still confused. But manages to recover. As Zed's poor luck with paralysis continues.
Oh my gosh.
It hurts to watch, folks.
If I win, I'm banning paralysis.
You're banning paralysis?
How? Literally how? Oh, Sandman doesn't get to be awake, said Mr. Hyde. As Seinfeld comes out, Sandman stays in. Seinfeld's had the kill in his sights before as Yamato comes out. Gets crit Twin Needled, but it is resisted, so only hits for about 17%.
Where's that poison at, Seinfeld? Come on.
Yeah, please poison me so you can stop fucking putting me to sleep.
Opponents stare down, considering their options. A lot of swaps been happening this match.
Trying to play that 4D chess.
It's maybe looking for, yep. Ooh, Dragon Rage from
Dragon
Yamato,
Rage.
hitting
Ooh.
his bat pretty strongly.
I didn't know who you were going to bring in.
His Confuse Ray goes out. Yamato punches itself in the face. I think that might be the first time we've had that happen on Pokeboomers. A confusion of PvP. I'm not sure.
Oh.
Anyway, Crit Bite goes out. Avis taking some damage coming in. Heck for some good damage as Confuse Ray goes out once again. Isabat's MO coming into play. Albert swaps in. Takes a bite. Wears it like a champ. Surf. Isabat barely clinging on, but does get that Confuse Ray off once again. Harkening back to its origins with that Mount Moon Zubat accuracy. Avis comes out, resisting the Leech Light for Isabat, possibly predicting that action. Avis with the Swift. The shield finally manages to land a strike as Isabat goes down.
No, fucking Norrigan.
But now here's Big Norrigan. We all abandoned our Raticates except for Zed.
Coming down from Oregon. It's big old
Norrigan.
Norrigan.
Thanks, I hate it.
And Mighty Trade Evos, arguably Hugh's biggest threat coming out, paralyzing Norrigan.
Yeah,
And that
alright.
sticks right away.
We may as well just resign him to death
Whoa!
now.
Oh no! Psychic hits for major damage as Norrigan's full para. Does get a quick attack off, but Thunderbolt finishes the job. If I win, I'm banning Starmie. Biz comes out.
Man, Starmie.
As there's a swap to Shogun and a swap to Mr. Hyde Hypno. Interesting little exchange results there. Another swap to the Sleeping Sandman and
Yeah,
Hypnosis.
you're already asleep. Well, good. You
Mr.
better be asleep.
Mr.
Hyde picks up
Sandman.
Volpera. We're back to that Pokeboomers trademark of, hey, what if neither side can play the game? Will Seinfeld finally get a chance? The shield of Avis is down. As the swap Tiamato resisting that twin needle once more.
I think I got this.
Seems, ooh, I don't know, that surf hit pretty powerfully. But might just need one good shot.
Oh,
Does get a
fucking
good
crit.
shot, but it's on Shogun. Signature sand attack going out, causing stun spore to miss. Sand attack, true threat. Albert comes out into a thunderbolt. Nice clean switch for Hugh. Certainly happy to see that, I'm sure. Sand attack, but double edge hits anyway, bringing Biz down to very critical life. Will the sand attacks be enough? No, just swaps out to Mr. Hyde, who wears that surf very well. You don't care about little water. And here we are once again, ladies and gentlemen, in other configurations of being Hypno versus Hypno. Neither one able to move.
Neither one getting to play the Pokemon game kids are talking about. Holy,
High drama.
I think I've been asleep the max turns, right? There it is, finally. Okay.
It sure feels like it. Oh, disable. Oh, that misses though. Sandman now active, bringing out that seismic toss.
Why is this?
Disable whiffing again.
Why do I keep clicking that?
That's a very good question, Zed. Seismic toss as Sandman wins the battle of the Hypnos. Zed down to just 2. He brings out Seinfeld. Seinfeld with that thirst for blood hasn't really been able to slake it so far. And using Harden.
Oh, I thought he was
You
gonna...
thought I was gonna switch, did ya? Did ya?
Oh,
Trying to hit me with a Harden disrespect. This
some
fucking
mind
guy.
games here.
This fucking guy.
Seinfeld barely hanging on as Yamato taking up that shield resistance.
Thank you.
There's poison.
Thank you.
Sorry, Seinfeld. I didn't know.
This Dragon Rage. Good old reliable Dragon Rage brings down the B. Zzz is out.
Yep,
As
there it
Albert
is.
comes in, immunitying that Thunderbolt.
The tackle.
Tackle. Just as one last gasp.
GG.
Man, someone was a little angry about last week.
It's the anime. It's the anime redemption arc.
Your team has become a problem once more, my friend.
Well, hey, we all gotta take turns going 0-2. It was Zed's turn. It was my turn last week. It was Zed's turn this week. So, all right. So the new point totals.
I don't think mine changed.
No, you stay at
Nope.
200. Vim, you go to 175, correct?
Yep, 175.
I go to 220.
220 for Hugh. Back on that point throne.
Got to get them trade evos. Shout out to the LPTE. You know who you are. The Shadow Council, the Illuminati. We're doing it for you guys. For the trade evos. All right. Let's throw this thing back up. And let's talk about next week.
I'll have Dragonair.
You'll have Dragonair, which is a problem.
Yep. But speaking of problems, I didn't realize Starmie was like remotely that good. Jesus.
Pretty,
Yeah, Starmie's pretty strong.
pretty good Pokemon. If Starmie dies and takes my Thunderwave, my Thunderbolt, and my Psychic TM with it, I'll probably just quit though. Fair warning. So.
Understandable.
It'll be the understandable have a nice day meme. But no, Starmie's good. We didn't get our Safari Zone encounters, but we got our fishing encounters, so that was good. All right, next week we're going after Big Koga himself. I don't know if does he say Fuhahaha in Gen 1? I know he does in Gen 2 when he's the Elite Four, but
I don't know.
Whoa, spoilers.
oh, excuse
Played
me.
Gen 1 before, all the way through.
One sec, I got choked to death first. All right, we're good. Sorry, holy. Someone attacked. I think Borb launched a drone attack IRL.
Just a distant hyper beam slamming into your recording space.
You see a bunch of electronics fly and the camera cut out. Mission complete. Okay.
And yeah,
All right.
next week we're going all the way up to the level cap of 43.
The level cap is 43 next week. We don't.
My God.
So, for those following along at home, and for my fellow host, I know Vembert hasn't played this. These next 2 weeks are the spicy weeks where if shit's gonna die, it'll probably be this week. I think, in my experience of doing just red, the Nuzlocke, it's the scary weeks. So you got the level cap is 43. So, but yellow mines are going to be 50 for Koga and Sabrina. The yellow dividends.
Gym leader aces.
Yeah, the gym leaders are, well, all Sabrina's Pokemon are 50. I think all the Kogas are 50. I don't know. They're 50s, but you have the option, because there's story stuff that you have to do before you fight Sabrina, right? So you had to clear out Silphco and fight Giovanni and your rival in there. And you can also get that big Lapras. So if you guys want to do that this week, you can, but you do not have to. It is not required. I think I'm going to be doing it this week because there's a lot of levels to gain between 29 and 43.
Yeah.
And once I get around the point of 43, our cap's going to be 43 next week after this too. The cap doesn't go up at all. It's 43 on Koga and 43 on Sabrina. So that's where you kind of got to start thinking about. That's why it's probably good to do the required PvE stuff first. So the overleveling isn't as tight, but you guys will get your big Safari Zone encounters. You can get Surf, but we won't be able to use Surf until the week after, because you need Koga's badge to actually use Surf outside of combat. So yeah, so we won't be able to go get our... Not a lot of encounters left. Well, you guys have a bunch of fishing ones, but not a lot of encounters left for me. You got a couple sea routes. You got Seafoam Islands, and then Cinnabar for our fossils. I'm excited for our fossils. And
I'm kind of forgetting about mine.
yeah, it's just chilling in the bank. But no, yeah, this is the spicy 2 weeks of Gen 1 IMO. So I wish you both the best of luck.
We will probably need it, and good luck to you as well, sir. May
Thank
your
you.
Starmie definitely not die a horrible, horrible death. I would never wish for that.
Never. Also, Snorlax. Yeah, let's talk about Snorlax right now.
Snorlax.
Snorlax is going to be on the table. I already have mine caught. It didn't see any action because you catch it over the level cap of 30, and you get 2 chances. Vim already burned one of his chances unknowingly. But
Yep, we were talking beforehand, and I didn't realize there was a second Snorlax. My brain went to Gen 2, where I was like, oh, okay, yeah, there's just that one Snorlax over on, like, the fishing bridge. I guess there's 2 in Gen 1.
there is, in fact.
So that's great.
All right.
And your knowledge of Gen 1 there.
Yeah.
Yeah, lack thereof.
All right. I think we're going to call it there. I don't know. Anything else you guys want to say? Oh, I think, Zed, you're streaming tomorrow, correct? Starting your week 5 playthrough?
Yeah.
Week
I think we're doing another weekend swap, so I'll do tomorrow.
I'll be having a little second Christmas with the other side of the family, so be sure to watch Zed. Be sure to watch everybody, as a matter of fact. The
Pokeboomers After Dark, where we
Yeah.
catch up with those of our community following along, see how our teams fare against theirs. Spoiler alert, we probably won't do too well.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Thank you, everybody. Next week is the halfway point of Gen 1. Did you gentlemen think you were going to make it this far? The halfway.
I did, but
Yeah.
this is the point where I start to get concerned. because I overestimated my ability and capacity to gamble. Because I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I can just get a bunch of hyper beams. I no longer would want to get a bunch of hyper beams.
Yep. All right, we're gonna roll over to Pokeboomers After Dark. I am Hugh with Take the Shot Media and the Pokeboomers. My Twitch is right here. You're here. I don't have to plug it. But my host, Vimbert, and Play Together, Stay Together is Edward. If you guys want to link your Twitch channels in the chat.
Yep, mine's in the chat. I go on Tuesdays and Wednesdays for Pokeboomers. Also do a little bit of a stream Saturday. I like to ramble a lot. I am going through this semi-blind, as I've alluded to, so it's a lot of me going, wait, it works that way in Gen 1? I'm not super knowledgeable about the Pokemons.
Then, Zed, did you want to... There it is.
Yep, plug mine. Play Together, Stay Together. It's where me and my wife Fox play games together. Yeah, and tomorrow I'll be starting week 5.
My days are Sunday this week and then Thursday. I think we'll probably have to use that Thursday night one. We got a lot of playing to do this week, so...
There's a lot of stuff.
There's the Discord. If you're not a member of the Discord, please join the Discord. We'd appreciate you have you there. We share memes and fight stuff. Big Jbob looking at me, ready to fight the Badger boot. Pokeboomers After Dark. All right, we're going to roll to it here shortly. Once again, the strength of me honors strength in all of you continuously and constantly, and we'll see you in Pokeboomers After Dark. Peace.